JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. Well, if you were in the unfortunate circumstances of needing unemployment last year, know that there's a little bit of tax relief for you that came out of the American Rescue Program Act that just passed here. And the first $10,200 of unemployment in 2020 is not taxable. Now that is per spouse, it's per person. So if you have a married filing jointly tax return, and unfortunately if each spouse was receiving unemployment, then the first $10,200 for each spouse is not going to be taxable. You may not be aware of this, but if your adjusted gross income is $150,000 or more, then all of the unemployment income will be taxable for either or both spouses. Here's what's interesting is that $150,000 mark, it's adjusted gross income. You'd be able to find that pretty easily on your Form 1040. But the adjusted gross income of $150,000 or more is the same whether you're filing single, head of household, or married filing jointly. Typically, when you have different filing statuses, things to this nature would have a different effect, if you will. But $150,000 or more of AGI and all of the unemployment income will be taxable. So to be clear, if your adjusted gross income is $149,999, then the first $10,000 of your unemployment income and $10,200 of your spouse's unemployment income is not taxable. And as it relates to this, you will or should have received a Form 1099-G indicating your unemployment benefits. If none of it is taxable and you had taxes withheld, be sure that you are still taking advantage and reporting on your Form 1040 the taxes that are withheld. If you've already filed a return for 2020 and claimed the income, you will need to amend your tax return. When? Well, right now, March 13th, I don't know for sure. Now, you can amend a return at any time, but the IRS is going to either need to update the Form 1040 or update, in essence, the calculation, or introduce a form, or add a different line item to Form 1040. So hopefully they're going to do that quickly. For those of you that are saying, well, gosh, I want to go ahead and file right now, I don't want to wait on that, I'm not going to want to pay tax on the $10,200, but I want to file now. Well, check with your tax advisor. I would just say this: the sentiment amongst the tax world, and this is all very new, is, well, if you're in dire straits and you need to file, and you need to file now, and especially if you're trying to file to show the IRS you have lower income in 2020 versus 2019 as it relates to getting your $1,400 stimulus check, which we know is based on your adjusted gross income in either 19 or 20, then you may just need to go rogue. It's okay to go rogue by not reporting it, only because you know the law indicates you don't have to pay tax on the first $10,200. So you can amend the return now and just simply take off the first $10,200. If you need to file now, just don't report the first $10,200 per spouse. Know this, that they will come out with some additional information. There's a minor chance that the IRS gets a little confused. But big deal. It's not going to be an audit. They're not going to knock on your door. If they send you a letter saying, hey, you didn't report your income, it's like, yeah, but it's not taxable. I think the IRS is going to match that stuff up pretty easy. So check with your tax professional. I have a client, got a little bit of unemployment, and they need to file. We need to show the IRS that their income was lower in 2020 versus 19 so that they get the stimulus check. And we're simply just not going to report the unemployment income because it's under that $10,200 mark. And then if the IRS comes out later with a form, okay, won't probably need to change anything. If there is, well then, if there's a form to fill out, well then we'll fill it out then. So we're in a pandemic. We may be coming out of it, but the law changed. The law's the law. And the law says you don't have to claim the first $10,200. So don't, but get with your tax advisor on it. A little bit of a quandary, and hopefully the IRS will move quickly on this. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. Sorry if you're in these circumstances. Hopefully you're out of them and you'll get out of them soon. Check out my other videos talking about the new unemployment. I'm sure you're completely aware of it. Have a little bit of info in there and some links that maybe is helpful to you. So here's to better days for you, and thank you for listening to here. All right, hey, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. Best of luck to you.